What's going on, guys? FadeitLuie here, bringing guys a brand new video. We're gonna be doing a mid-high fade on my boys, so stay tuned. We're gonna be starting off by saturating the hair and combing everything in place, making sure that the hair is nice and laid down. Now that the hair is nice and laid down, we're gonna start off by building our silhouette with our 3-guard all the way open. As you guys can see, we're using the comb to feed the hair into the clipper, and we're flicking out as much as possible. Now that we're done creating our silhouette, we're going to use our gold FX to create our first guideline. Be sure not to press too hard with the trimmers, you don't want to make a harsh guideline. We're also making sure we contour to the head shape. We want to make sure his fade fits him. Now that we're done budding him out, we're going to start off with our no guard all the way open, creating our second guideline. We're then going to use the guard midway and all the way close to help us remove that initial guideline we created with our trimmers. Just a little tip, make sure to stretch your skin as much as possible with the opposite hand. It gives you more range to blend. Now that we're done erasing our initial guideline, we can move on to our 1-guard all the way open and create our third guideline. We're also going to use the lever midway and all the way close to help soften up this line, getting us ready for the half guard. If you guys are enjoying the video, leave a like, comment, subscribe. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you. Now that we're done softening up the line with the 1-guard, we can move on to our half guard and erase the line completely. Now that we're done with our lower guards, we're going to move on to our 2-guard all the way open and create our 4th guideline. We're also going to use this same guard with the lever midway and all the way close to help soften it up and get ready for the 1.5 guard. that we're done softening up the line with the 2 guard and its lever, we're going to move on to the 1.5 guard to erase it completely. This is going to connect the lower guards to the higher guards through the mid fade. Moving on to our 3 guard all the way open, we're going to make sure we feed the hair into the clipper using the comb and flick out as much as possible, since we are getting into the higher guards and we're also reaching the end of the silhouette. This is the highest guard we're going to use. It's the 4 guard all the way open, and again we're going to flick out as much as possible near the ridge area, finishing the silhouette. We're going to go back to our 2 guard all the way open and detail the fade. Moving on to the back of the fade, we're going to start off with our no guard all the way open and then move on to our 1 guard all the way open. Using our no guard all the way open, midway, and closed is going to help us erase that initial guideline we created with our Gold FX. Since we're done softening up the line with the 1 guard all the way open, midway, and closed, we can move on to our half guard and erase the line completely. Now that we're done with the lower guards, we can move on to our 2 guard all the way open and create our 3rd guideline. We're also going to be using the lever midway and all the way close to help soften up this line, getting it ready for the half guard. Now that the line is soft enough with our 2 guard, we're going to move on to our 1.5 guard, and we're going to be able to erase the line completely using this guard and this lever. If you guys are enjoying the video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you. Sometimes there's still a faint line after using your 1.5 guard, so switching over to your 1 guard all the way open will definitely help you erase it completely. As you guys can see, the fade's coming in, man. We're just detailing as much as possible, making sure everything's nice and blurry. What's going on, guys? FadeitLuie here, bringing guys a brand new video. We're gonna be doing a mid-high taper on my boy, so stay tuned. We're gonna be starting off by laying the hair down with my comb, making sure everything's nice and flat. Now that we're done laying the hair down, we're going to start off with the back taper and use my Gold FX to create my first guideline. Now that we're done creating our first guideline with our Gold FX, we're going to switch over to our no guard all the way open and create our second guideline. Using the lever midway and all the way closed is going to help us remove the second guideline that we made with our lever all the way open. Now that we're done blending out our first guideline, we're going to switch over to our 1 guard all the way open and create our third guideline. Using the lever midway and all the way closed, we're going to soften up this guideline, getting it ready for the half guard. Once we feel like the line is soft enough, we're going to switch over to our half guard to erase it completely. Now that we're done with our lower guards, we're going to switch over to our 2 guard all the way open and create our fourth guideline. Now that we're done softening up the guideline with our 2 guard all the way open and midway, we're going to then switch over to our 1.5 guard to erase the line completely. Sometimes there's still a faint line after using your 1.5 guard, so switching over to your 1 guard all the way open would definitely help. Now that we're done with our 2 guard, we're going to switch over to our 3 guard all the way open and flick out as much as possible because we are getting into the higher levels. Now that we're done with our 3 guard all the way open, we're going to switch over to our 6 guard all the way closed and flick out as much as possible near the occipital bone. As you can see, we're evening at the top with the same guard, and we're going to make sure everything's nice and even. Using our 5 guard all the way open, again, we're going to flick out as much as possible, blending into the darker areas. If you guys are enjoying the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It's greatly appreciated. Once we're done with the back taper, we're going to move on to our Goat FX and line up the sides. I usually start off at the bottom and work my way to the top arch. You also want to be careful not to apply too much pressure in this area because the skin is usually softer and you could cut them. Now that we're done lining up the back of the ear, we're going to use our Goat FX to create our first guideline. Be sure not to press too hard because you don't want to make a super harsh guideline when your first attempt. Now that we're done butting them out with our Goat FX, we're going to switch over to our shaver and make sure everything's nice and bald, removing the stubble. Moving on to our no guard all the way open, we're going to create our second guideline. It's going to be about 1 inch to 1/2 inch thick. Be sure to use your lever midway and all the way close to help you remove that initial guideline you created with your Goat FX. Once we're done blending out our initial guideline, we're going to move on to our 1 guard all the way open and create our third guideline. Once you're done softening up the line with the 1 guard all the way closed and midway, you could then switch over to your 1/2 guard to erase it completely. Again, now that we're done with our lower guards, we're going to switch over to our 2 guard all the way open and prepare for the 1.5 guard. Once we're done blending out the 2 guard, we're gonna then move on to our 3 guard all the way open and flick out as much as possible. We're using the corners and half the blade, so make sure not to use the full blade because you could mess up the side taper. It's always good to go back and detail just to make sure everything's nice and crispy. Again, it's always best to detail, so I'm going back with my 1 guard all the way open using the corners. Moving on to his beard, we're going to then use our no guard all the way open to create our first guideline, and where it's pretty much a blend but reversed. Always be sure to stretch the skin with your finger. Now that we're done with our no guard all the way open and closed, we're going to switch over to our 1 guard all the way open and flick out as much as possible and go with the grain. We're going to use a 7 guard on the beard just to clean it up and get the frizzly hairs out the way. Using our Andes T outliners, we're going to then line up the bottom of the beard and make sure we start off at the middle, working our way to the sides. You also want to make sure you're not pressing too hard in this area because usually the skin's a little softer and you could bite them with the teeth of the trimmers. Moving on to the front line, we're going to spray some hairspray to get the lining a little bit crispier and sharper to the touch. I usually start off on the middle and work my way to the sides. It's always easier for me that way. Always be sure to keep the corners natural, and especially the side area. Again, we're starting off at the middle and working our way to the sides. Now that we're done with the lineup, we're gonna lay our client down and put some shave gel on the areas I'm gonna use the razor. This is so that the razor could glide better and he doesn't feel pain. When using the razor, you always want to keep it at a 45-degree angle and stretch the skin as much as possible. This is the finished product, man. I hope you guys enjoy the cut. Like, comment, subscribe. Love y'all.